is about the audience. It's about
Right.
the girl or guy who checks in as the main star actually, and I'm their friend.
Okay.
So the star life is not my life, it's your life.
Right. Okay.
And I wanted to make it about the other person because I'm not, I can't be that pompous person, you know. Ki mujhe,
Belated happy birthday.
thank you
You just
very
had your
much.
birthday. Everybody wish her a happy birthday. Come on.
Thank you so much.
Did you have fun? What did you do?
I got a cat.
You got a cat. Wow.
His name is Edward.
Okay.
And I ate a lot of cake and a lot of food.
Okay. So tell us more about Edward. Is he fun? We'll see him on your Instagram. But
Oh, he's like a piece of my heart. He is the love of my life. It's almost difficult for me to even leave him at home right now and come here. But because it's a very, very special event, I have to be here. But I really miss Edward, and I want to be with him all the time.
why Edward? Why the name Edward?
You know, because I'm tired of calling cats like by cute names or
Right.
like animals like boo, coo, choo, loo.
Huh.
I mean, you know, we need
Right.
something royal. So I was like, kuch royal rakhte uska naam.
Nice. So that's why Edward.
Yeah, so Shine and I were like, nahi, you know, we want to keep. So Shine wanted to call him Felix.
Right.
And I said no.
That's a very typical cat name.
Yeah, it's a cat
Yeah.
name. And then we, I think, came to Edward together. And
Oh,
then-
nice. Okay, cool. So I'm going to name my next cat Ramesh. Like just to give it a nice normal name.
Or Bijoy.
Or Bijoy. Or just
Bijoy.
something like that. Or just like Sunny. Or just give it a name like that. That'll be fun. So I want to jump into it straight away because of... So I was thinking about what to ask you, and the first thing that occurred to me is, yes, you're a very good actor and all of that, but there's a lot of good actors. But the thing I've noticed is that a lot of people, especially young people, they really respond to something about you. It's more than just the acting. There is a word that I find used a lot is fresh or freshness. Have you ever sort of sat down and tried to deconstruct that or decode that, or what does that mean?
No. In fact, I get that all the time. So people are constantly telling me कि आलिया आपको fresh लगना है और young लगना है. और I'm like, हाँ मैं young हूँ और मुझे लग रहा है मैं fresh हूँ क्योंकि
Right.
I've showered and I've left the house. I don't understand what fresh means.
Okay.
But I think, honestly, the only thing that I want to be as a person, as an actor, as a celebrity, as a public figure is myself.
Right, okay.
And maybe that is fresh.
I think so. I think because I think you and particularly this sort of generation of actors that you belong to, it's interesting that you say yourself. Because for me, one of the most fun things to watch about people like, you, Varun, Arjun, all of you, is you're very authentic in comparison to, say, like older stars. And I mean that with no offense to the older stars. But
I think the time then was different.
Right, of course.
Because there was no social media, there was no Insta stories, there was no prospect of connecting with a game. And there was no, there was a lot more mystery.
Right.
So I feel right now maybe the new thing is to be yourself and not create a mystery about yourself.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Because it's also harder to be mysterious in like
Very
this
hard.
age of social media,
Like,
right?
hey,
Like,
spotted here, spotted there,
Yeah,
leaving
but-
gym, going to airport.
yeah. You guys actually have something called an airport look. This is something that I found out. Please explain to us what an airport look is.
Means you're spotted, you're going to the airport, you're catching a flight. How do you look? That's your airport look.
Wow.
It's
That-
fun, I think. Yeah, it's nice to see
Like,
different
yeah,
airport
because
looks.
literally the only decision I have to make while going to the airport is I have to choose the most comfortable boxers because it's going to be 9 hours in economy. So I'd better, that's it. That's my airport look. My airport look is an internal thing. It's
No, but it's how you make comfort look fashionable. So next time you arrive in your boxers to the airport look,
Then-
that may become a trend.
But that I feel like nobody's going to take photos of me. Like when I get out of the airport, even the immigration guy is sort of like, I don't know if I should take your picture. Like
No.
even
You're
they're a bit
famous
like,
now,
it'd be a
Rohan.
waste
Come
of a
on.
picture.
Come
I'm
on.
semi-famous. I'm like semi-famous. I'm only famous as like your and Shaheen's friend.
No.
Like,
You were on
yeah.
Coffee with Karan. You're definitely
See,
famous.
I was on Coffee with Karan though in the jury episode, like which everybody
you were
knows
there?
is like that's true. I was
You were
there.
the finale episode.
I was the finale episode.
I
It's
thought
true.
Badri will be the finale episode, but you all took
Yeah,
the
then I was on
finale.
the finale. It was pretty cool. I got a hamper and everything. It was very exciting. The other thing that I want to ask you about is that sort of freshness and that brand and that being yourself. How does that translate into the game? Into what if that sort of came to the game when you met Mark and you met that team?
So, interesting story is I met Mark and Moonfrog and Tane. Everybody, we were, strangely, I met them in Goa.
Right.
Because I was shooting for Dear Zindagi at that time.
Right.
And Vivek called me up and he said that Vivek is, from Matrix, and he said
Right.
that we have something really fun and exciting, and we want to come and see you. And whenever somebody comes to an outdoor to meet me, means it's something really special,
Right.
because that
Okay.
doesn't happen very often. And we met, and the first thing that I think I said to also Mark is, as we all know, a genius, a legend.
Yes.
So I was firstly honored to be in the same room as him. And the first thing that they said to me, I think, was that we want this to be Alia Bhatt's Star Life,
Right.
but it's not only about you.
Right.
The
Okay.
game is about the audience. It's about
Right.
the girl or guy who checks in as the main star, actually, and I'm their friend.
Okay.
So the star life is not my life, it's your life.
Right. Okay.
And I wanted to make it about the other person, because I'm not, I can't be that pompous person, कि मुझे देखो मैं इतनी बड़ी star हूँ. I can't
Right.
be that way. I've not grown, I've not been brought up that way, but I do find it important or exciting that I can connect with them and be their best friend virtually.
Right.
Today is the age of virtual, it is the
Yeah, of
virtual
course it is.
reality or
Yeah,
whatever.
absolutely.
And so the fact that I could have a game in which I could connect with them was outstanding.
That's
for me.
that's something to consider for the future, a virtual reality version
Yeah.
of this game, where it's just like, today you can play with Edward. That would be a fun
Yeah, that's
this thing
the
of the
next
game. Which sort of brings me to my next question, because when you met with Mark, and this seemed like fun, obviously. So
Yeah.
what about the game, really, aside from just the fan thing, what about their pitch made you go, this is what I want to do?
So number one, life simulation is a genre. So
Right.
number one, that genre for me, that's the only way I think I can be a part of a game,
Right,
through
okay.
life simulation, right? And anybody who is, and I've always said this to my mother as well, that I don't only want to be, I don't want to only be known as an actor.
Right.
I want to be able to have different layers to me as well, whether
Sure.
it's being a part of a game, whether it's producing some content, creative content someday, whether it's singing, whether it's social work or whatever it is. I
Right.
want to have those many layers to myself.
Okay.
I want to be like a big chocolate cake with
Okay.
a lot of layers of icing and gems and sorry.
I can already see the clickbait headline. Alia Bhatt reveals which cake she would like to be. Click here to find out.
So, so obviously the idea where I could be a part of a game where it's not about me, but
Right.
about the other person, was something that I jumped to right away.
Okay.
And what I also really enjoyed was that they came up with these like dummy versions of me in,
Right.
in my dresses, and fashion is very, very big part of this game.
Okay.
So that's what I enjoyed the most. And as a child, we would love playing games like that कि हम अपना खुद का अवतार डिजाइन करेंगे और फिर इसको ये कपड़ा पहनना पड़ेगा, ये she wants to
Right.
go here, she wants to go there. And what I really liked was Moonfrog themselves and Mark. They said that okay, we want to involve you in it, so we want to like put your cat in it. So Sheba
Right,
is
right.
in the game.
Oh, nice. So one of your cats is actually in the game.
Yeah, Sheba is in the game.
Right.
And so is my voice. We spent
Okay.
a lot of time where we were cracking the right tone wherein which you actually feel like I'm there with you in the room. So
Nice,
it's not
okay.
like, hey, aaj kya kar rahe ho? It's
Huh.
almost like, hello, what's up? What's happening? You know,
Right.
like come do this, do that. Like the way I'm talking to you right,
Right.
now.
It's not that, hi, we are happy to help you. Not
Exactly.
okay.
It's
That's-
not that.
That's
A
important.
bit creepy.
That's am I in the game?
You
I,
are not right now. But you could be.
thanks.
You never
thanks,
know.
Thanks so much. I
It's an
feel so
ongoing
loved.
process,
Like
this
just
game.
guy in background. Like that
No,
would be-
and also we also discussed about how if there's something, say that I have a movie premiere coming up, I have some exciting
Right.
event, we can actually put that in the game.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So it's also, they want to, so I shared my whole schedule with them. Like this is what I'm
Right.
doing, these are the clothes I like wearing, this is the hairstyles I like doing,
Right.
things like that. So it's actually in tune with my life.
Oh, nice. So cool. And play games as a kid, or do you now on the phone like to sort of?
See, I'm on the games, but I can't play games that frustrate me.
Okay.
I need the games to calm me down.
Okay.
So, I do play games. Like,
Right.
I've played Farmville, I've played
Right.
like Candy Crush and stuff like that. But for me, when I'm going through my hectic life, I need a game to relax me or to basically, most importantly, do time pass. Make
Right.
use of your time, but in a
Right.
relaxing way.
Sure.
And which is why I said to them as well, I said, let this game be not frustrating. Like, let it
Okay,
be simple.
right.
And they're like, no, don't worry. It's going to be really simple and very smooth. And it's like you're walking through, you know, your life, but
Right.
virtually.
My life is only not worth living.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter what I've achieved. It's just
Can't
this,
be
my
that
life
way.
is pointless.
Especially when you're a competitive person. Like, I will
Exactly.
compete with my father. You know,
Right.
like I will compete. If we have to win something, we will make sure we win.
Right.
So I'm
So
not
you-
winning, then it's a problem.
Then, yeah, exactly. So that's why you like take this competitive element out of the game. So what is that something that your fans will respond to in the game? What do you think they are going to take away from this? Like,
I mean, I hope they take away an experience.
right. Okay.
I mean, it's not like I don't get I don't communicate through my social media platforms, but I can't always respond to everybody, and my heart breaks when I can't do that, because I mean I would be doing that, nobody will be seeing me in any movie.
Correct. I mean, I don't think you'll be able to respond to it because last I checked, you are India's most successful star on social media.
I would
or-
not say more.
I'm saying, look, let's just be blunt in terms of pure numbers. And you get Alia's social media followers.
No. I'm honestly I feel very grateful and flattered that I have those many followers.
Okay.
It seems, I mean, a bit surreal sometimes.
Right.
But as you rightfully said, I can't sit and respond. It's not like I don't want to. I do try to do a
Fair
chat
enough.
session every now and then. But I feel like anybody who checks into this game will be able to hear my voice, will be able to see the videos. And again, it's not about me. It's about
Right.
you.
Sure.
You know, and it's not like, come, I'll give you a piece of me. It's not also about that. It's just
Right.
like, come have an experience, and whilst you do that, I'll be your friend. You know, we
Nice.
could be friends. And it's not like I'm saying none of you are my friends. I literally have love and affection and pure like gratitude for everybody who says good things or bad things about me. Because
Right,
even
okay.
bad things sometimes make a difference,
Fair
you know,
enough.
in
Yeah.
a good way.
Sure.
So yeah, I think this is in a sense a way of connecting and just staying in touch, and another medium of communication.
Nice. Okay, so before we talk a little bit more about the game, I have one more question for you about movies, which is that I mentioned you did just March to March, you've done 4 huge films that have sort of come and gone. And so there was Kapoor and Sons, Urta Punjab, Dear Zindagi, and then Badri. So when you're working on all these movies simultaneously, how do you keep your head straight? Like, how do you not show up one day on the set for Urta Punjab just as Kaira? Like, how do you keep it straight?
You know, it is very difficult, and that's where the director comes in place. So fun thing is I was shooting for Dear Zindagi and Badrinath Ki Dulhania a little bit simultaneously. So the first schedule was Badrinath Ki Dulhania, I was doing some extra subtle acting. And Shashank was like, Alia, what are you doing? So it became like a fun thing where he used to say, Alia, not Dear Zindagi, Fear Zindagi.
Right, okay.
So whenever I was doing a Dear Zindagi kind of acting, he used to come and say, no, Fear Zindagi.
Right, this week need to go to the other space.
We need to go to the other
zone.
space. So yeah, but that's where your director, your co-actors, and everybody comes in, you know, in helping you, because honestly, it is very, very difficult, which is why I like doing one film at a time, but you can't always do one film at a time.
So, Dear Zindagi is something that I actually want to talk about, which is this sort of idea of this person who, if you look at it as a normal Hindi movie, it's not that much conflict. Something that I don't think we do a lot of in India. And is that something that drew you to the character?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we know this, you and I, we have a common person in common who
Yeah.
has suffered through depression and who is
Yeah.
not afraid to talk about it.
Yeah.
My sister, because that the whole idea of being afraid to talk about there's something wrong with the way you're feeling is the idea that I feel we need to get rid of in the society. Dear Zindagi was maybe a subtle, sort of more lighter way of approaching without being preachy, because you know, whenever we try to be preachy, people run away in the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
of course.
I would do that as well. I don't
Sure.
want to hear like a bhashan from somebody.
Sure.
But if somebody's giving me a sweet kind of a representation or a subtle representation of how people actually feel, they may not need to be a really big problem, but you can be feeling a certain way. And I feel like we should start talking about it like it's a cold. Like, you know,
Sure.
because it's as common as a cold. And I really, really like that about that character and that space, and how she just develops this friendship with her therapist. I mean,
Right.
Jahangir Khan is totally fictitious. He does not exist. He's not, you know, I mean, I don't know anybody as
As cool.
as sexy and as cool
yeah.
and living in a great little cottage in Goa. But I mean, a lot of the things that we discussed, I did relate to. And I'm sure many girls out there related to as well.
Players look right in the game, because there's entirely too many games in this world with very creepy, not natural looking characters.
No, I have to say
right?
they've got my looks
Yes,
bang on.
That's why.
Like right now only. This I remember I wore during Dear Zindagi promotions.
Right. Okay.
This look I wore during Dear Zindagi promotions, and that I wore during Kapoor and Sons promotions.
Wow, you really do know your fashion. Like, you literally wake you up at 3 in the morning, like, when did you wear this outfit? And you'll know.
I
Wow.
remember.
So if you guys look
There are
at
few things that I know, and I know them very
Fair
well.
enough. Now, did you have any like actor feedback going? No.
I think they got my wardrobe pretty bang on. It was just about getting the face and the hair and
Right.
and the figure.
And yeah, that's what I was going to say. They were like, no, you have to change this.
No, but this figure is a little dreamy as well. This is how I would love to look. I don't really look this way, but that's what we said, right? It's about the fantasy. It's about what you can achieve. So yeah.
This is cool. So if I ever do appear in the game, 6-pack, well,
Whatever you want.
But you're very
Whatever
fit
you
right now, so.
you.
आपने बहुत बढ़िया फिल्में दी हमें 3-4 अपार्ट फ्रॉम मोबाइल गेम्स आप ग्राउंड पे कौन सी गेम खेलना पसंद करेंगे या वॉच करना पसंद करेंगे
ग्राउंड
हाँ
एक्चुअली स्कूल में मैं काफ़ी गेम्स खेलती थी. मैं हैंडबॉल टीम में भी थी, मैं टेनिस भी खेलती थी, स्क्वॉश भी खेलती थी, फुटबॉल भी खेलती थी. अभी समय नहीं मिलता है गेम्स खेलने का, बट एवरी नाउ एंड देन वेन एवर मतलब एक डे ऑफ होता है तो मैं और अपने फ्रेंड्स हम लोग बैडमिंटन खेलते हैं अपने फ्रेंड्स के गार्डन में. और मुझे एक्चुअली स्पोर्ट्स खेलने में बहुत मज़ा आता है बिकॉज आई थिंक वो एक नेचुरल फॉर्म ऑफ एक्सरसाइज है. आपको पता भी नहीं चलता, आप 3 घंटे के लिए खेले जा रहे हो, आपका वर्कआउट भी हो जाता है, एक्सरसाइज भी हो जाता है और आप एक बहुत ही पॉजिटिव फीलिंग भी आती है. तो एक्चुअली आई गिवन अ चॉइस मैं हर रोज खेलूंगी बट टाइम नहीं मिलता.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hello.
I'd like to ask you that what is the vision of this mobile game app?
What is the reason for doing anything? क्योंकि आपको एक opportunity मिलती है. There is an opportunity where you can explore something that is new at the same time where it has a parallel to your life. ये एक narrative adventure है set in the entertainment Indian industry. And for me, both these spaces are relevant at the same time familiar. Games because हमने बचपन में खेला है, and industry because I belong to the industry. And when you bring this combination together, I think it's a great cocktail and something that I would love to enjoy.
You is that how will you engage with your fans with respect to the game?
So basically, as I rightfully mentioned earlier, we sat and we've actually recorded my voice. So when you read the text on the game, there will be my voice along with it to support it. So that's for me number one. Communication through audio is the the best way you can do in a game like this, and that's what we've done. And also we have shot a couple of videos as well. So if it's your birthday, I'll wish you happy birthday. If you're doing well, I'll tell you you're doing well. So things like that. And of course, that's the most obvious way through which we can communicate. And even the dressing, we have over 250 design avatars, clothes, accessories that we particularly put out there so that people can design themselves. And these are all through my personal likes of fashion and all of that. So yeah.
And those are just the starting points.
Yeah, those are just the starting points, I think.
The game is going to continue to develop and grow, so there'll be all sorts of new opportunities as we go forward.
देखिए, the reason I also wore this T-shirt today is not क्योंकि मैं आज इसके बारे में point करना चाहती हूँ. This game is all about personality. तो अगर मैं आपको virtual sense में अपना personality दिखा रही हूँ, तो obviously while I'm here today as well, there has to be a shade of my personality, not just me. तो उस वजह से F for feminist.
जल्द आने वाली है रामनवमी, नवरात्र शुरू होने वाले हैं, रामनवमी आने वाली है, लेकिन राम मंदिर का मुद्दा अभी तक सॉल्व नहीं हुआ. आपका एक रिएक्शन चाहिए था.
Okay, members of the media, with due respect, आज के हम सारे सवाल आज के इस इवेंट पे अगर हम सीमित रखें तो thank you.
Sorry.
आलिया आपके सामने है.
अरे आज इतनी देर से कैसे? पहले तो क्वेश्चन आपसे ही आता है.
बिकॉज ये सब मेरे भाई बंधु हैं.
ओह वेरी नाइस.
तो आलिया, ये आपका गेम मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये हॉलीवुड के किम कार्दाशियन से मिलता जुलता है. तो हम ऐसा माने कि आप उनको टफ कंपटीशन देने वाली हैं, या ये गेम आने के बाद लोग उन्हें भूल जाने वाले इंडिया में, ऐसा हम माने?
हाँ मिलता जुलता होगा, क्योंकि जैसे कि मैंने कहा ये जॉनर है, मैं किसी को कंपटीशन देने की कोशिश नहीं कर रही हूँ. एक्चुअली ये सिर्फ किम कार्दाशियन ने, ब्रिटनी स्पीयर्स ने भी, डेमी लोवाटो ने भी ऐसे गेम्स बनाए, क्योंकि जैसे कि मैंने कहा एक जॉनर है. और ये मेरी तरफ से फॉर माय इंडस्ट्री एक गेम है जो मैं एक जॉनर यहाँ पे ला रही हूँ. जैसे कि हमने दिखाया कि दिस इज इंडियाज फर्स्ट नैरेटिव एडवेंचर गेम. तो compete करने की कोशिश नहीं कर रही हूँ, बस कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश कर रही हूँ.
एंड हमने सुना है कि इसके बाद आप एक लंबी सी छुट्टी पे जाने वाली हैं, तो आपको नहीं लगता कि आपके फैन जो है वो नाराज हो जाएंगे या रोने लगेंगे?
क्यों?
इतना
पहले तो मैं लंबी सी छुट्टी के लिए नहीं जा रही हूँ, मैं इधर ही हूँ. और अगर जाऊंगी मैं तो मैं मतलब 8-10 दिन के लिए जाऊंगी, बट दैट्स ओके. आई थिंक वो लोग एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं क्योंकि मैं जाके खाना वाना खाती हूँ वहाँ पे.
Big congratulations for Badrinath ki Dulhaniya.
Thank you.
A message well delivered. Recently we got to know that just like you, there are many actresses who sing. जैसे आप फिल्मों में गाती हैं, वैसे और भी actresses they sing too in the films. But you're particularly not happy with a few singers. And you just the report says कि आपको लगता है कि उनको singing नहीं करके acting पे ही concentrate करना चाहिए. So just wanted your reaction to it.
Who's not happy with the few singers?
You.
What? Who am I to be unhappy with singers? मैं एक actor हूँ. I have never said anything like that. And I mean, if I am an actor and I am singing, I only support other actors to sing.
Okay, thank you.
They can sing.
Thank you.
Like you made me Sonu Nigam. Like I am taking over this.
Hi, Alia, this is Priyanka. You're taking a 4-month break from acting before you start with Dragon. And you're obviously going to learn a lot of things, you said. But is it an easy decision for you? Was it very, very easy to take this decision considering you are at the peak of your career?
I'm not taking a break because it's just my schedule is as such that I have got a break. Because this schedule is not going to start until much later. So by default, I have a break. So instead of pushing something in, like pushing a film in this break, I rather take the time to learn things that I've not gotten the time to learn, like dance and singing and cooking and spend time with my cat. So I'm going to do all of that. Hello, hi.
आपकी सिस्टर शाहिन ने अभी एक पोस्ट किया है सोशल मीडिया पे जिसमें उन्होंने कहा है कि मीडिया जो है फ्यूनरल पे पहुंच जाती है और प्राइवेसी का इन्वेजन होता है, जिसे आपने लाइक भी किया है, वरुण ने भी लाइक किया. डू यू हैव एनी कमेंट टू अपॉन दिस? इस पे आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
Just like this platform is not the right platform to talk about this, the same way a situation like that is not right. It's not right to be accosted by pictures and videos, keeping in mind the sentiments of the people involved. That's it.